Whenever there's a new form, especially with the Saiyan forms, it's always then put onto other characters who don't have that form in the canon. These forms spread to other characters very fast. Usually in the past, the main two who got this were Broly, but more specifically, Bardock. In the uncanon world of Dragon Ball, Bardock has all the forms. Every single one. In a fan animation done 2 years ago, Bardock Super Saiyan White comes in against Goku and Zamasu back when that was happening in Dragon Ball Super.
Try and stop me. I'll blow you away.
This was a fan animation done by UHG Animations, and what ends up happening in it is Bardock teams up with Goku against Goku Black and Zamasu. So it's pretty much father and son, just like Goku and Gohan were against Cell, but this time it's Goku and Bardock, just one generation above. That is just a taste of the amount of Bardock stuff that's out there, but one of the more interesting stories is Dragon Ball Ascension, the story of Bardock lost in time. This is a story that starts out in a completely different timeline where Bardock survived. If you're familiar with the Xenoverse story, it's kinda like that. Bardock has Super Saiyan 3, but all of a sudden he is sucked into this time portal. Some sort of time warp comes out from space and it sucks him into another timeline. The world that Bardock ends up in next is the Future Trunks timeline, many years in the future. This is the timeline where Goku died of the heart virus and everyone from Dragon Ball Z isn't there anymore, except for Bulma. Bardock lands right in front of Capsule Corp and Bulma thinks that this is Goku. She sees a silhouette of this guy's hair and she thinks that it's Goku. He stands up with all this battle damage and says, "Who the hell is Goku?" before collapsing to the ground. Future Bulma takes him in and restores his injuries, but when Bardock wakes up, he is not happy to be there. He says, "I don't care if you've treated my wounds, I just want my clothes back and you to tell me where I am." Bulma knows how to deal with Saiyans. She slaps back at Bardock and says, "Be careful who you're talking to. You're not only talking to the richest woman in the world, but you're also talking to the Saiyan Queen." Bardock's face looks very confused and he says, "Saiyan Queen? What do you mean?" Bulma then tells him about Vegeta and the Prince and that they all died trying to fight the androids. Eventually she brings up Kakarot and says how he defeated Frieza but died to a heart virus. Bardock hears the sound of his son's name and he says, "He killed Frieza just like I envisioned." He looks at Bulma very seriously and he says, "Please tell me, where is my son?" Bulma reluctantly tells him that he's dead. He died of the heart virus many years ago, and he's not the only one. The Prince and everyone else who was strong on Earth died to the androids. It's literally just me left. When Bardock hears about his son being killed by the heart virus, he is devastated. He says, "Kakarot, the avenger of our people, but he was killed by a virus. It can't be, it doesn't add up. How can you go from killing Frieza to dying by a simple heart virus? It doesn't make sense." Bulma tells Bardock that you should be proud of him, and Bardock says that I am. I just wish that I could see him and tell him that. This story isn't fully complete, but in the very first chapter we get a prelude to overall what this story is going to be, and it shows Bardock in a room sitting on a throne by himself. It slowly zooms into him and it shows Bardock sitting on the throne as a god of destruction, and that is just a little bit of the story known as Dragon Ball Ascension. If you want to keep up with this story, I'll leave links to read it down below. One of the many great non-canon Bardock stories throughout the years. Let me know what you think. I want to thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next Dragon Ball video.